Good evening, Evangel faithful. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's another season of Lightning Basketball, and the energy is off the charts. Welcome to the home court of Evangel Christian Lightning Girls here at the Sports Complex in Montevallo, Alabama, where hard work, heart, and hustle meet championship ambition. Last season, these young women proved they belong, charging all the way to the state finals before narrowly falling short. Tonight, the journey begins again. Our Lightning are led by head coach Taylor Engelbert. Looking back on last season, Evangel finished 13-8 overall and 4-4 in region play. They showed grit and determination and a will to win, making noise in the conference tournament, winning a tough semifinal, but ultimately just missing out in the title game. That taste of what could have been is what's fueling this squad into the 2025-2026 team or 2026 season. I am Matt Holmes. I'm going to be your play-by-play announcer tonight. On camera is Drake Holmes. Running the stream and producing is Libby Windsor. And the color analyst tonight is Natalie Holmes. Natalie, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. Glad it's basketball season.
Yes, we just come off an exciting football season. We won the national championship just a few days ago. Evangel's right back into this. So this team has a little bit of, experience and youth. Tell us a little bit about that.
So of our starting lineup, we have 11 players that were dressing out this year. And out of those 11 players, we have 4 seniors. We have 4 upperclassmen. The remaining 7 girls are underclassmen.
Wow.
That's 1 sophomore, 2 freshmen, and 4 8th graders. So we are heavily leaning towards those underclassmen girls.
Absolutely. So what are some of their strengths?
So some of the strengths is going to be those seniors. You have the Casamara sisters, and you have Dixon. Those 3 score a vast majority of the points, especially last night. They started out strong. They've been through a number of seasons playing this region, and they bring that experience. One of the challenges, though, is going to be, given the fact that we have such a young squad, they're untested.
Yes.
And, how are they going to step up in those high-pressure points? So there's a lot we can see from the squad, and I think a lot of it is also going to be through the guidance of those seniors, helping these young ones get into the team spirit, get into the practices to get the motivation going.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that, like you said, depends on leadership, and that's where coaching comes into play. And it's always tough. Every year you're losing key people, and you're having people either move in or people stepping up from the JV team. So that's where Coach Engelbert really has to kind of leverage that senior and experienced talent with the up-and-coming talent that's going to be on the floor. But make no mistake, Evangel has the pieces. They know what it feels like to almost touch the trophy, and that almost will drive them every practice, every game, and every play. And tonight, we take on the ladies team from Restoration Academy, who are on a hot streak with a record of 4-0, and they are led by head coach Michael Jones. Tell us a little bit about some of the stats of Restoration.
So the most impressive stat with Restoration is their defense. Their defense has held their opponents in those 4 games. And to be honest, it doesn't matter that it's just 4 games. They have only allowed 18.5 points per game. And that, when we say per game, that's not a per half.
Right.
That is the full game, holding those 4 teams to less than 20 points.
Right.
And then not only that, but turning around and outscoring their opponents almost 3 times, with averaging 52 a game. So that's a pretty impressive statistic there for their first 4 games. So our offense is really going to have their work cut out for them, because they're going to be facing a very strong defense with this Restoration team.
Absolutely, and as you mentioned before earlier when we were kind of talking about some of those veterans, Rachel Casimiro scored 15 points last night in a win over Chilton Christian Academy, and she was an impressive 86% from the field. That's almost for every 10 buckets making 9, which is just unheard of. Taylor Owen, the sophomore, had 10 points and was 71% from the field. Taylor Owen and Lily Benson led the team with 4 rebounds apiece. And I think that's going to be a big key tonight is the rebounding, the offensive and defensive boards as we see both teams warming up tonight. So as far as kind of the matchup, Restoration has that 4-game experience coming into this. Now, we certainly have some momentum coming in off a big win last night over Chilton Christian Academy. But when we walked in here, so our JV girls lost a very close one earlier tonight. Our JV boys won a very exciting one right before we came on air. So we're getting to kind of see the talent, grow over the years. But one of the things we look at is the excitement here is the bleachers were full.
The bleachers are absolutely full on our
it's
side.
standing room only. You can go to the visitor side if you want. And they bring a good crowd with them as well. So there should be a lot of electricity, a lot of energy tonight between these two teams. And like you said, Restoration, they're coming to play. Their defense is tough. Their offense seems to be on point, running well, running like a well-oiled machine. And as our team is practicing free throws, we see how just key and instrumental free throws are in games. They really can make or break you. And so I like seeing that our team is working on that right now, even right before the game. Obviously, they practice this. Typically, every day at the end of practice, they have free throw shoot-arounds. And so they're so important. And so it's in the name. It's a free chance to get points on the board right there, and we have to be on top of that. At least 50% free throw shooting. Now, we typically haven't been a team that shoots beyond the arc over the past couple of seasons, but that may change as far as the dynamic of this team. We have some new faces out there that we're excited to see get out on this court. And again, they bring an impressive team as well. They have some tall girls, strong ladies on the other side of the ball. That's going to be quite a challenge for us. So you play basketball in high school. What are the Butterflies like coming into your first home game?
Well, I mean, it's the first home game. You have a very young team, so just some teams have a better cohesiveness together, and some teams find it easier to get in rhythms with each other. So that's kind of what I'm going to be looking for in this first half is, like we said, this is a young squad. What is their rhythm?
Right.
And do they have one? Is it because when you have that better rhythm, your passes to each other are going to be smoother, more accurate. You're going to feel more comfortable giving up your shot when you have that confidence in your teammates. Because a lot of times when you start to, you don't want to start getting antsy and pressing the ball and pressing shots that you need to pass instead of take. But also for any of our listeners who have listened last year, you know that the Holmes family we have an affection for shoes. So I do want to point out that this year the Varsity Girls are all going with their same colored shoes. They all have matching, but Restoration, they are all neon.
They are bringing it.
They have neon shoes, and nobody has the same one. It's
Drake, can you kind of get a good shot of some of the shoes over there for Restoration Academy? Get some good zoom-in shots.
Just had to do our.
You might have to bring the contrast down with all the neon out there. As we're about 40 seconds away from player introductions, the prayer, the national anthem. Again, it's just so exciting to be back in the gym here at the Evangel Sports Complex for another, hoping to be a great basketball season. We just came up so short last year. I guess it would have been this year, but earlier in the year. But made it to the finals. I mean, just again, it shows the strength of our program that both our men's and women's team made it to the finals of the state championship. And so I believe we're getting ready to have the player introductions. So just kind of hang in there with us, and we'll try to get those starters out for you as they call them out. All right, so the ref getting some final instructions from the coaches. Sometimes there's some extra rules when you play at different places as far as some of the boundaries and what can be considered out of bounds, things of that nature. So see a great sportsmanship between the two coaches, between Michael Jones and Coach Engelbert down there. We love to see this. I mean, they know how hard these kids work, and they want to make it fun. Obviously, they want to win, but putting on just great character right before the game. All right, so here's the invocation. All right, and we're just moments away from the tip-off as we're getting ready to have the starting players called out for either team. Number 1, Nyla Foster, a freshman. She already has 28 points this season. That was number 10, Desiree Hall. Number 15, Megan Armstead. Number 22, Leah Thomas. And the junior, number 3, Chrislyn Daly. 33. And now the starting lineup for our Evangel Lightning. Number 33, Cassidy Dixon. Number 25, Taylor Owen. Number 22, Sadie Walters. Number 2, Karis Armstrong. And number 20, senior Rachel Casimiro. All right, the lineups are ready. Our Lightning are heading out towards midcourt. That is Rachel Casimiro is going to be tipping off for the Lightning. Looks like Nyla Foster, the freshman, tipping off for Restoration Academy. And the Lightning almost had the tip-off as number 22, Leah Thomas, brings it up the court. And they're trying to dish it out to the wing. It's a three-point attempt just off the backboard. Restoration gets the rebound. They're doing a good job of swinging the ball around. Casimiro sweeps her foot out there. Good defense so far. All right, so it was not off of Casimiro. So we inbound it. Trying to get inside. That's a steal by number 22, Leah Thomas. Dishes it off to Foster. Foster misses the layup. Casimiro's going to bring it up the court.
Yeah, Evangel needs to set up their plays here.
So Sadie Walters with a three-point attempt just off the backboard. Thomas tries to dish it off down low, but it goes off Foster's hand. So it will be a turnover. Lightning will bring the ball up the court. As we're getting ready to cross the 1 minute mark, no score yet for either side.
Yeah, Evangel's doing a good job of moving the ball up and down. We're just not getting into the paint right now.
Yeah. Another three-point attempt by number 22, that's Sadie Walters, a jump ball. That's going to go to Restoration Academy.
Yeah, the ladies are playing good defense. Like I said, we're moving the ball back to our side, but we're not getting into the paint. So we've taken a couple of outside shots that have unfortunately rolled around the rim and came off instead of going the other way. Oh, what a great step in from Casimira.
Big turnover by Rachel Casimira. She's trying to bring it up the court, settling down. 33, Cassidy Dixon trains the jump shot. That's 2 points for your Lightning.
That's right. Nothing but net on that one for Dixon.
All right, Thomas trying to drive to the hole. Kind of a Euro step, misses. Good defense by number 25 for us. That's Taylor Owen.
Yeah, and the biggest thing they need to remember is they have time to set it up. They have time to pass. They have time to keep the ball moving until they get those open shots.
So a couple of missed opportunities right there. Good rebound by number 33. That's Chrislyn Daly. Again, Leah Thomas, the point guard, bringing it up the court for Restoration Academy. So good ball handling skills. Great drive to the bucket. That's Leah Thomas. And I believe that's a timeout, Evangel. So we're going to take a quick timeout with you. You are watching Evangel Lightning Basketball.
Noble Bank and Trust provides banking and financial services to meet a wide range of business and personal needs. Noble Bank and Trust. Welcome to personal banking.
All right, we are back from that short timeout. Ball game tied at 2 apiece. Evangel's getting ready to throw it in. That's number 25, Taylor Owen, a sophomore. She has 10 points on the season. And Cassidy Dixon is bringing it up the court. They just get their hands on it. They're trying to drive up the side, but they're going to slow it down to see what they can develop. Get it back to Thomas. Like you said, the Lightning doing a great job preventing those lanes from opening up for them to get good passes in the paint. Nyla Foster with a long shot. Goes out of bounds. Taylor Owen with the rebound. Cassidy Dixon's going to bring it up the court. Trying to get it up ahead. I think just a miscommunication there between Owen and Casimiro to see who the ball was going to.
Yeah, she just threw it a little ahead of both of them, and neither one were able to have that extra step.
So the Lightning in a full court press right now. Cassidy Dixon with the quick feet. Guarding the point guard. And that's number 15 for a three-point attempt. That was Megan Armstead, but they got the rebound. Trying to get it back over to Thomas, their point guard. Lightning in a 2-1-2 zone. Thomas drives to the hole and makes a great shot. So Restoration Academy goes up 4-2 as they're playing some tough defense on the Lightning. We get over to Walters. Walters again off the backboard. Restoration trying to hurry it up the court, but they lose the ball.
I think Taylor has it.
Good hustle by Taylor, but just out of reach as Thomas shoots from the arc and drains a three-point shot. So, did they miss? I think the scoreboard missed a.
They did.
Yeah, so the score should be 7-2 as Walters just missed that jump shot.
Yeah, because Leah Thomas has made, she made one shot, had basically a layup, and then that 3-point. So they just corrected it.
Yeah.
Took them a second to catch up.
Gabby Casimira in the game replaces Karis Armstrong. As again, the Lightning pressing Restoration.
And you can see why 22 is their main scorer.
Yeah. Great. So good turnover by Cassidy Dixon. I believe the call is going to be on one. That's Nyla Foster. So that foul's obviously on the floor, so we'll just inbound it.
Right.
Dixon looking for Casimira. She's going to try to drive the baseline. Slapped out of the hand by number 33, Chrislyn Daly. Oh, I thought that would have been out on them, so that must have hit Casimira on the hand on the way out.
Yeah, and Restoration's getting ready to inbound it. We're doing a good job of blocking down in the paint, but on that one, Leah Thomas didn't really seem to care that we had 3 in the paint. She went anyway.
So a blocking foul on 31, Gabby Casimiro. It looked like her feet were set, but nevertheless, a shooting foul for Thomas, who is certainly their leading scorer for the team. She's already got 84 points this season. She averages 21 points a game. So really going to have to D up on her and prevent her from driving the lane every time. So good rebound by Restoration. They try to drive back to the hole. Casimira.
So at this point, all 8 points for Restoration Academy have come from number 22.
Yeah, Leah Thomas certainly, like you said, the go-to person for that squad. As Dixon brings it up the court, trying to find a lane to get it to Casimira, but it's blocked. Dixon playing good defense. Taylor Owen trying to get back down court as Rachel helps get a turnover, and Cassidy gets the ball back, and she's bringing it back up the court. We're under 3 minutes in this first period.
And I just think one of the things that we touched upon with this being a younger team, a few of the girls, you can tell they're not used to this kind of press on the defense, and they're having to really learn how to read it.
Oh, yeah. So Rachel Casimir drops a bucket right there, makes a score 8-4.
Nice hand in.
Yeah, Nyla Foster. I couldn't tell if that was a pass or a shot, but it's.
I think it was a shot.
Yeah.
But she got her hand up.
Okay. So it's an inbound play for Restoration Academy. As Nyla Foster comes to rest her legs for a moment. I didn't see who went in. Did you see? It's that 21 who went in for them. As we have a turnover,
yes.
Dixon trying to get it to Walters. Oh,
good
great
rebound
save
from Casimiro. See, this is an opportunity. They need to sit back, rely on their play. I felt there might have been a hold on the wrist on that one.
I think she hit the ball, but like I said, with the other hand, I think she got her hand. But the refs are letting the play on both sides of the ball right here. It's making it a quick game. We're already under 2 minutes in this first period.
There's certainly a few advantages that I'm sure the coaches are noticing them. If I'm noticing them, I'm sure the coaches are. A few advantages that could be talked about during halftime.
All right, so that missed shot resulted in an out of bounds. Dixon brings the ball up the court. Casimir gets it back out to her sister. Bounces all around and in the bucket, so 2 more for Rachel Casimir with the assist from her sister, Gabby. Evangel starting to cause some more trouble in the backcourt for Restoration, but Leah Thomas is just so talented. Drives it to the hole and dishes it off to number 33 with the miss. Dixon comes up with the rebound. So about a 4-on-2 over to Gabby. Gabby goes up with a shot, drains it. 2 great plays, one by Rachel, one by Gabby.
Yeah, I think one mismatch that I've been watching is on occasion we've had one of our guards, 22, up against Restoration Academy's number 33, Chrislyn Daly. And
It's a little bit of a mismatch.
It's a little bit of a mismatch because we can drain that deep ball if we can just get it to fall.
Yep.
But that's a mismatch that I'd like to see exploited.
All right, so Foster dishes it over to the wing. And
she was pretty wide open on that one.
Yeah, so coming up on 30 seconds left in the period, gets it to Walters for the easy layup and in. Great eyes by Cassidy Dixon to get it up the court, as there's 25 seconds remaining in the first period. And there goes Leah Thomas.
And like I said, a lot of this is the second game of the season.
Oh, yes.
They play a lot of games. That rhythm is only going to get better.
Yeah, and I think we saw a glimpse of that right there with everybody kind of in one motion getting down court, and Dixon seeing Walters there for the easy layup.
And for Walters going for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
that's a good point. So many times we see them stop and either want to get rid of the ball, but she saw the opportunity and took it to the hole.
Well, and even just the fact that from our perspective up here, she's probably going to be one of the smaller players out there. And you have to still be willing to take that layup knowing you might get a push.
5 seconds left on the clock. Sadie's got to put it up. Less than a second. It'll be our ball. Yeah, that's, again, one of those opportunities. There's not much time. Go up, take the shot, take the foul. As we're going to have to be a quick try to tip it into the basket. And throw it up, Cassidy. Yeah. I don't know if she got it off or not, but that's irregardless. So that is your first period. They threw up 10. Is it, Libby, I'm going to rely on you to be the official score. Is it 10? Okay. So it is 10-8. Evangel Lightning are on top. We're going to take a quick break to hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Evangel Lightning Basketball.
Locally owned and operated by the Bates family, Clanton Tractor and Equipment has been a Kubota tractor dealer since 1988, located in Clanton on Highway 31 just south of historic downtown Clanton. From minor bumps to unexpected injuries, Southern Immediate Care is here with expert care when it matters most. If you aren't feeling well, visit Southern Immediate Care in Helena from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week at 225 Helena Marketplace.
All right, we are back after that first period of basketball. And we saw some good things. And then one thing you touched on, Natalie, was just finding that rhythm. And that's going to take a minute for the team to do. Again, it's our first home games. Hopefully kind of got rid of some of those exciting nerves that are to be expected out here. But we were talking in between the break about the breakdown of points between each team. Share with me to the audience what you were telling me.
As far as scoring goes, with our guests with Restoration Academy, all 8 points have come from one single player, number 22. And for Evangel, we have scored 5 times with 4 different players. And fighting for that rebound.
Yeah, so Rachel Casimir fouled on putting it back up. We had to have a break in action, but continue what you were saying.
Just the fact that we've scored 5 times to this point. 4 of those have, and it's been 4 different people scoring. And so that's strong that you have scoring from multiple players instead of just relying. It's you don't want to be one-dimensional.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's great when you have that player that is on fire.
Sure.
And really running with it, but on the other hand, you don't want to be one-dimensional.
Right.
When it comes to scoring.
All right, so Casimira 0 for 2 from the line right there. I believe that's number 10, Desiree Hall, that was bringing it up. Gets it back to Thomas. Casimir flies through the air. They're going to call traveling. Yeah, traveling on Nyla Foster. So the Lightning will get a chance to get the ball back right here. As we still have both Casimira sisters in, Sadie Walters, Cassidy Dixon, and Taylor Owen. Good job swinging the ball around, trying to get it to Taylor. Great shot off the backboard. Little turnaround jumper right there for Taylor Owen.
And once again, that is an additional player that is putting points on the board.
Yeah, she had 10 points in the game last night. The Lightning still playing that kind of 2-1-2 zone. And I think it's because all that Restoration's doing is just driving Leah Thomas to the hole every time.
They're doing that quite a bit.
Yep.
And like I said, that's when you have a very strong player, you can tend to do that.
Absolutely. So Desiree Hall with a 3-point shot for Restoration. So we get the ball down to Gabby in the paint, and I think she dribbled it off. Yeah, dribbled off her foot, but great eyes to get it down into the paint. We keep working on that. That's going to pay off for us.
Once again, we're playing wise defense. Definitely getting ourselves up there for the rebounds and getting hands up. We've had a few that we've knocked away.
So Desiree again with a long three. Flies over. Gabby with the rebound, but just kind of tosses it in the air for a turnover. That was Leah Thomas who recovered that ball. Again, another shot from the three-point arc.
I know Leah Thomas came up with that one, but if you notice, she was immediately surrounded by 4 white jerseys.
All right, so good job right there. Rachel Casimira, Gabby holding her ground right there, causes the miss. So Taylor Owen inbounds it to Cassidy Dixon. Under 6 minutes left to go in this first half. And Sadie Walters drains a jumper from about 20 feet out. Nobody was on her. Like you said earlier, I think they've kind of switched off, and she's just all alone out there.
Yeah, that's the mismatch that I was talking about is she has had several open shots. The first couple did not roll the right way, as we said. And I don't know if that's why they've backed off, but she's just wide open.
And there we saw that play just moments earlier where Gabby had kind of dribbled off her foot. Same play, open back up, in for 2 as Restoration Academy calls a timeout. So we will take a timeout with you so we can have a word from our sponsors. You are watching Evangel Lightning Basketball.
When lightning strikes, call Craig Doris State Farm, your local neighborhood agent. With over 20 years of service, Craig and his team are ready to help you navigate life's storms. They provide customized planning and risk management to protect your property, provide financial relief in loss, and realize long-term investment goals. Contact them today at craigdoris.com.
All right, we are back from that Restoration Academy timeout. Your Evangel Lightning 16, Restoration Academy 11, and we've really kind of started to see us working on the same page here, finding those open lanes with Sadie Walker right there just being wide open. That last play, getting it into Gabby inside the paint for an easy layup.
Yeah, I think they're definitely more comfortable pushing into the paint.
Yes. And I think that's what their coach, Michael Jones, was trying to do right there, just kind of slow down the operation that Evangel had going on. All right, so Leah Thomas again at the point, bringing it up the court. Cassidy Dixon at the top of our zone.
There was a substitution after that timeout for Restoration, which I believe was number 20 came in for them, which she's not on our list.
All right.
But they do have a number. Sorry, we are not able to share her name. She is not on the roster that we were given.
If maybe on one of the breaks we can go back to Max Preps and see if they have it on there. But that's where we get our information from as Rachel drives it over Sadie. Fake shot, gets it into Gabby, turns around for the jumper, 2 points. Great job, great vision, getting it inside the paint to Gabby Casimira. Taylor Owen holding the ground against Leah Thomas, misses the jump shot. Rachel comes down with the rebound.
Yeah, I think they've
Sadie's
definitely got more
open.
comfortable. Yes.
again. We have great vision right now as the score is now 20-11. 4 minutes left in this first half. Taylor Owen making some havoc over there for that's Nyla Foster as Leah Thomas drives the lane. Great drive. Oh! Taylor Owen hustling to get the rebound, but just out of reach. As they sub back in, number 33, Chrislyn Daly, for, again, number 20, who is nameless, but we will work to find out who that is. Inbound to Foster. Foster really nowhere to go. Casimiro's right there. Jump shot from the free throw line, missed. And what we've seen, we're doing a much better job rebounding defensively and offensively. Just right between the legs of Gabby Casimiro. As they do a great job getting it down court, find the easy shot. So your score is now 20-13. Cassidy gets it to Walters. Walters tries to get it to Gabby. Fortunate break. She stepped on the line. So a good shot right there for Walters, but just off the front of the rim.
And that was a layup that they missed, so Walters got the rebound there. So as far as this second quarter has gone, they have held Leah Thomas to no points.
Wow. So I think they're going to call a jump ball, and a little bit of jewelry falls off. That might have been her glasses. Yeah, her glasses fell
It's her
off.
glasses. That is one of the reasons why, if you notice, they're actually not wearing any jewelry.
That's right. So Karis Armstrong giving Gabby Casimiro a break, so she's back into the game. So a Lightning pressing right here on restoration. They get the ball to Leah Thomas. She's trying to drive it up the middle. Yeah, great job just kind of going coast to coast. Ooh, misses the layup. Casimiro with the rebound. She's going to have to bring it up the court. She's being guarded tightly. That's number 21, Jada Hatcher.
Karis Armstrong did a great job in getting herself set, arms up.
Yeah, so a traveling call right there, so that's a turnover. Two and a half minutes left in the first half. Inbound to Thomas. So the pick and roll really didn't work too well right there. Cassidy just busted right through it. So they're swinging out to Foster. Foster double dribble, yeah.
Just
double dribble on Foster.
On that particular set, Restoration wasn't moving. They all just kind of were standing there. So, you don't know whether that's confusion of what they're supposed to do, whether, with it being close to halftime, people are starting to get a little tired, some hands on the hips.
Yeah, yeah, it happens. Especially these early games. You're trying to get into basketball shape. All right, so we're back in action. 2:06, 2:05. Dixon bringing the ball up the court.
And once again, Sadie Walters is wide open.
Wide open. Almost drains a three. Rachel Casimiro with a great rebound. Goes up hard. Gets in there for another 2 points for the Lightning.
That now puts us at 3 Evangel ladies who have scored 3 times each, with an additional 2 players having scored. So we're doing a great job of utilizing everyone that's on the floor.
Absolutely. Great defense by Taylor Owen to cause trouble for Foster to make her double dribble as Walters almost drains a three-pointer. She's wide open. Those are going to start falling.
But she was wide open on the other side.
Thomas gets it over to Foster as they try a three-point shot, but it just bounces off the rim. That was number 10, Desiree Hall. Restoration trying to slow it down, but like you mentioned, they're really not doing a lot of moving around.
They're not really setting up plays.
And great job by Karis Armstrong to kind of step in front of a shot right there. Made it go errant.
And we got the rebound with Casimiro, bringing it down.
Wide
Once again,
open.
Walters is wide open.
It's getting closer. Keep shooting, Sadie. Don't stop.
That's right.
Leah Thomas really does have some great ball handling skills, as she just kind of went coast to coast right there. A little bit of a Euro step, as that makes the score 22-15 with 30 seconds remaining in this first half. They are all over Cassidy Dixon, but great job with the ball handling. Dixon with a nice open shot just off the front of the rim. Taylor Owen with the rebound. Karis Armstrong almost brought that offensive board down, as there's 15 seconds, so I'm going to bet they're trying to get the last shot off right here. Ooh, they drop a big, long three-pointer as there's 5 seconds remaining. In and out right before the buzzer. So your first half score, Evangel Lightning 22, Restoration Academy 15. The game started out a little slow, but it certainly picked up a lot, and we've seen our Evangel Lightning women really start to kind of come into their own, waiting and being patient to find that open shot. Natalie, what are some of the things you saw before we take it into this halftime break?
Mainly that Evangel was doing a good job of utilizing all the players. We saw 5 different ladies score.
All right, we're getting ready to have a special performance from our cheerleaders. All right, great performance from our cheerleaders. We have about 7.5 minutes before the second half begins, so we're going to take a break to hear a word from our sponsors. So stay with us. You're watching Evangel Lightning Basketball.
Are you wanting to buy or sell recreational land or a farm? Call William O'Neill with Base Camp Country Real Estate at 205-470-7812 or email william.o'neill@basecampcountry.com. Base Camp Country Real Estate. It's more than dirt, it's a lifestyle. Visit Helena Hollow Entertainment Farm and Pumpkin Patch in Helena, Alabama for a day well spent. With everything from zip lines and 100-foot slides to live llamas and kangaroos, Helena Hollow has some form of fun for everyone in the family. Helena Hollow is open throughout the year for seasonal events including The Patch, Supper with Santa, Princess Brunch, Mother's Day Rodeo, and offers 3 event venues for birthday parties and other celebrations. Come see Helena Hollow, where the good times grow. Located in the 1022 Tower right next to Shelby Baptist Hospital, Dermatologists of Birmingham has been serving all ages in the Shelby, Chilton, and Bibb counties area for almost 20 years. Discover healthier, more radiant skin with Dermatologists of Birmingham, your trusted experts for comprehensive medical, surgical, and cosmetic dermatology care in Alabama. Visit their website to book an appointment today.
Veritas Financial Partners, your partner in financial clarity. With decades of experience, they offer one coordinated plan for your investments, tax-smart planning, business, and legacy. At Veritas, It all starts with a conversation and ends with a strategy tailored just for you. Veritas Financial Partners, your partner in financial clarity. Contact them at 205-598-1781.
With over 20 years of experience, Keystone Surfaces can make your natural stone dreams come true. They have accessible pricing, and the staff is always working to make sure their clients are 100% happy with the final product. They work with granite, marble, quartz, quartzite, onyx, and soapstone. If you're looking for exceptional quality for your next kitchen or bath project, give them a call today. Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Call Mandy Welch with Exit Realty Cahaba and trust the experience that counts. With over 17 years in this business, Mandy Welch with Exit Realty Cahaba has sold homes, flipped homes, and helped countless families and investors achieve their real estate dreams. Whether it's your first home, your forever home, or your next big investment, she's got you covered. Call Mandy Welch at Exit Realty Cahaba today, because your next move deserves to be the right move. At Davis Orthopedics, we understand the toll that athletics can take on our bodies. Our sports medicine services utilize cutting-edge surgical techniques and rehabilitation to help patients recover from injuries and surgery and get back on the field. Appointments are available online at mattdavisortho.com. Matt Davis Orthopedics is a proud supporter of Evangel Lightning Athletics. Enhanced Dental is redefining the dental experience by helping you achieve and maintain comprehensive dental wellness. Dr. Morris and his staff are highly skilled and trained in several areas of dentistry, including preventative and general dentistry, root canals, dental implants, and cosmetic dentistry. They pride themselves on providing painless dentistry with a focus on aesthetics and helping you maintain a healthy smile for life. Contact Enhanced Dental today to schedule your appointment and experience extraordinary dental care. Strike lightning. Team Massey Properties has 44 years of real estate knowledge and experience serving the real estate needs of Shelby, Jefferson, Chilton, and surrounding counties. Offering aggressive marketing strategies to position your property for the sale in an ever-changing real estate market. Commercial, residential, investment, land, and farm real estate services. Call or text Matt Massey for all of your real estate needs. Let's go Lightning! Window Wonders 205 is a local residential home window replacement company. We replace your old windows with high-quality, American-made, energy-efficient vinyl windows that have easy open and easy clean features. Our windows are tinted, filled with low-E argon gas, and come with a lifetime warranty. Tad Samples is your owner, salesperson, and installer, so you only have to deal with one person. Please call today for your free estimate.
We are back for the second half of basketball with our Evangel ladies up 22 over the Restoration Academy. They're at 15. So an exciting first half for our Evangel Lightning, especially what we at least seen in their stats of Restoration Academy. They've had an explosive offense and defense. We've already surpassed what the other teams have averaged in their past 4 games. Natalie, is there anything you would change kind of going into the second half?
I don't know if there's anything I would necessarily change. Most of it, they're willing to pass the ball with each other. They got a little more confident going into the paint. You know, a lot of basketball is just almost doesn't count. You don't get to when that rolls in and it pops out and things. So ball percentage is always something you'd like to see be higher.
Right.
But I think they've overall done they've done a good job today.
Yeah, and great job for good substitution in and out of the different players to give the girls a rest. Now, we've only mainly seen about 7 or 8 players, but this is a tight contest, and I believe Evangel is going to be on defense right here.
Right, we're starting out with both cast. Karis Armstrong and Sadie Walters.
All right, so here begins the second half of this home opener of your Evangel Lightning versus Restoration Academy.
So the first quarter had been all scoring by Leah Thomas.
Yes.
That she was held to 1 basket in the second quarter with an additional basket from 2 other players. So curious to see.
So nice deep 3 right there. Brings the score 22-18 as Cassidy Dixon's going to bring the ball up the court.
And that is the second 3-point shot from Desiree Hall.
So good movement by the Lightning. Walters with the 3-point attempt again. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up. Oh, how does that not fall in? Great rebound right there by Restoration Academy. Good job by Evangel getting back on defense. Drives to the hole, and I believe they're going to call that on number 2. Yeah, so they're saying that was a shooting foul. So that was called on Karis Armstrong, the senior.
And I believe that is only possibly the second shooting foul of the game.
So Leah Thomas drains that first one, no surprise. And 2 for 2 right there. As Armstrong wrangles the ball in for us to bring it up the court. That's Cassidy Dixon at point.
That puts Leah Thomas at 75% free throws. She is 3 for 4 tonight.
Oh, and just we zigged when we should have zagged right there as Casimir tosses that out of bounds. But that last 2 free throws tightens the score up 22-20 as Restoration's inbounds the balls as we're doing a full court press as we have Walters and Dixon. And here comes Casimir with the steal going up for the layup. Great job, great defense, really just kind of snuck in there. And again, another turnover. Dixon at the key, just misses. Our defense is firing on all cylinders right now as Restoration drives to the hole. Great drive, Leah Thomas, no surprise there. Dixon dishes it off. If we try to drive to the hole, kind of a hard shot.
Walters is wide open again. Think that's going to be a jump ball.
And it should be Evangel possession since Restoration started out with it, right? Yes. Ooh, Walters or Dixon was right down there in the paint, wide open, but they're going to call traveling. So if they would have just let that play develop a little bit longer, I think they would have seen her right down in the paint. Something to look back over later at film because that was a great play call for the Lightning. Just a missed opportunity.
We see the Lightning pressing.
And Nyla Foster throws it up, and it just had one of those bounces where it just wasn't going to miss as Dixon brings it up the floor. Heading to the baseline. Gets it over to Casimira, who she's driving the baseline. And they're going to say a charging foul on Casimira. I'm not sure who that is. I can't see what number that is.
That was 33.
33. That's Desiree, right?
No, that's
Chrislyn.
Chrislyn Daly.
So it looks like a timeout was called. We'll stay with you right here. So a lot of action early in this second half.
Yeah, they already scored pretty much as they did the whole second quarter.
Yeah.
So to tie this up 24 all.
Yeah, we just goes to show, that the teams we play, they don't give up. They have great coaching. Coach Michael Jones down there doing a great job with his ladies, and obviously Coach Engelbert coaching up our team. And we'll have an answer for this. I mean, Restorations made a very strong comeback early, and we haven't been playing bad. It's just some missed opportunities, or the ball just didn't bounce the right way as we're still early in this second half. 5:44 left to go in this third period.
Hopefully we see in this second half what we saw in the first one, which is a little more that they get into it. They get a little more of that rhythm.
Right.
Because sometimes you just got where you wanted to be, and then there's halftime.
Right. All right, so Dixon all over Thomas. I didn't see what the call was. Did they call that on Cassidy Dixon?
No, they called that on Sadie Walters.
Sadie Walters, okay, yeah. 22, 33, double numbers.
He's giving her a shooting. No, excuse me. It is just going to be an inbound.
Yeah. All right, so Evangel sticking with the full court press.
They're doing a great job of moving to the ball.
Yes.
And sometimes you have to be careful that you don't get it so into moving to the ball that you leave someone wide open, but we're doing a good job of moving towards the ball and continuing to have defense.
So I'm not sure with the whistle. So an official timeout. I didn't hear what the discussion was.
All I noticed was a thumbs up from Cassidy Dixon.
All right, so Restoration Academy with the inbounds. Trying to get it to Thomas, but they find it inside to Chrislyn. No good. Casimira with the rebound.
And Casimira pretty much just put her hand on the ball. Once again, Sadie Walters wide open.
Oh, how did that not fall? Good rebound. They have plenty. Yeah, nobody's
wide
there.
open.
Nobody's there. Yeah, and that's just sometimes the ball bounces your way right there, and you can't get back on defense. So the Restoration Academy back up on top, 26-24. Try to get it down to Taylor Owen. And there's Walter with the layup and just missed as Leah Thomas trying to drive the ball down. And nowhere to go. And I think the call's on 33. Is that Casimira?
No, that 33 is Dixon.
Cassidy Dixon. Okay. 31 is okay. They caught a shooting foul on that too. All right, so Leah Thomas back at the free throw line. She was 2 of 2 last time.
Yeah, this is her third time on the line.
Drains it, nothing but net. And drains her second one. I mean, we kind of knew it from the beginning. She is their go-to person.
Yeah, that puts her on 5 out of 6 for the evening.
So Walters driving the baseline. Great shot just off the back of the rim. As Restoration's trying to move it up the floor, gets it over to Foster. Off the backboard. Casimira with the rebound, taking it up the court. Try to get it inside the paint. Evangel still has the ball. The foul and the shot. So count that bucket and take it to the line.
Yeah, so far this second quarter, Casimire's been the only one who has scored for Evangel.
All right, so she made the shot, so she only has one opportunity here at the line.
Correct. The first time she stepped up, she was 0 for 2. So we can definitely go up from that statistic.
That's right.
And she just
And
did.
she did. So great three-point play right there for Casimira. So still very little movement down low for Restoration Academy. Taylor Owen comes in to block the baseline. Oh, great move right there and layup for Restoration. As they're starting to do a little bit of a press on their own. Dixon with some good ball handling skills. Nice long jumper just off the back of the rim. Taylor Owen with the rebound. Walters with the rebound. Dixon trying to get it into the paint. Some tough physical defense.
Yeah, Casimira Rachel she just went straight on the ground for it.
I love to see the heart of these players. Just that go get 'em attitude. So that jump ball goes to Restoration. They are up 30-27 over our Lightning.
And that was Desiree Hall inbounding it. And she's up to 8 points for this game.
Thomas trying to set up the play.
Feel that this has been a little bit of a struggle for Restoration tonight. They seem to thrive better on the fast plays and seem to struggle a little bit with setting up plays.
Right. So good rebound by Taylor Owen right there as Dixon brings the ball up the court. Swings it over to Casimira, who's driving the lane. Great job hitting the baseline. And that makes the score 30-29. The Lightning down just by 1 with just over 2 minutes left to go in this second half.
So that last score puts Rachel Casimiro close to scoring half the points now for Evangel.
Oh, wow.
By my count, she's got 13.
And good dish off over to Nyla Foster. Great shot. So a 3-point ball game as Dixon brings the ball up the court for the Lightning. Dishes it over to Casimira again, trying to go to the baseline. Kind of that same move she had earlier, but just bounces off the backboard and the rim.
See, once again, you see that fast pace that Restoration wants to go for.
Yeah, and it certainly paid off for them as they've gotten that lead back up to 5.
Just once again, Evangel needs to get their rhythm. They need to pass the ball successfully and not feel like they have to just throw up a shot for those quick points.
Right.
Like, this is not the time to start getting concerned over score and panicking.
Yeah, so great job getting the ball up the court. Like you mentioned just a moment ago, they're really firing on all cylinders when it's, hey, get the ball up the court, north and south, running downhill. They've had a lot of success with that, and so they have a shooting foul. They made the shot, so a chance for a 3-point opportunity. And nice bank shot as Taylor Owen inbounds it to Cassidy Dixon.
The best thing Evangel's got to do is just fundamentals.
Yeah, just like that. Casimira saw Taylor Owen wide open under the basket. Just an easy pass catch and shoot an easy layup. There's a wide open 3, goes off the back. Taylor Owen with the rebound. Dixon with some impressive ball handling skills. And I believe that's going to be a foul on the floor. I didn't see who they called that on.
21.
Okay.
And that'd be Jada Hatcher. They called a push foul there.
I think they're going to get her on double dribble. Oh. So another foul on the Lightning. The score, Restoration Academy 37, Evangel Lightning 31, as there's less than 30 seconds left in this third period, which has flown by. Three-point attempt, bounces off the back of the rim. Oh, we got to jump up for that ball. So I think we got our hands on it. Trying to get the ball up the court to Casimira. And with the clock running down, just not enough time right there. So after 3 quarters of play, your Evangel Lightning 31, Restoration Academy 37. We're going to take a quick break right here in between periods. You're watching Evangel Lightning Basketball.
Noble Bank and Trust provides banking and financial services to meet a wide range of business and personal needs. Noble Bank and Trust. Welcome to personal banking.
All right, we are back from that short break as we get ready to start this fourth and final quarter. As you see, our home team, the Evangel Lightning 31, Restoration Academy 37. So 8 minutes left in this ball game. Natalie, what do we have to do to change to flip the score around?
The main thing that happened in that third quarter is Restoration outscored Evangel 21-9.
Wow.
And they only scored 15 points in the whole first half.
Wow.
So they scored a lot more, and I think some of the difference, though, is they had one player score all their points in the first quarter, 2 players who did some points in the second, but they came in and had about 3 or 4 different players who scored points in that third quarter.
All right, so good job moving the ball around. Nice passes. Easy jump layup shot right there for Casimira. Shortens the lead to 4 as Thomas is again driving the lane. And I think they're going to say it was a shooting foul, and she did make it, so another opportunity for a 3-point play. We got to get eyeballs on 22 because that's their go-to person.
Just the biggest thing that our coach can be doing right now when she has those opportunities is deep breath and remember your fundamentals. Get it into the paint, keep those hands up when you're on defense, because they're calling a lot of touching fouls.
Yeah. So not as able to be as aggressive this second half as we were in the first. As Casimira tried to get it out to our Lightning. We have another turnover. Casimira trying to get up, but a traveling call. And that can sometimes happen when you're kind of in a rush and you're trying to get the ball down the court. But again, just a 7-point ball game. Like you mentioned before, there's no need to panic. There's plenty of time to set up our offense and get our defense back down on court.
Well, and I feel like the last couple of plays, we're pushing, trying to get those points, and we're not quite in the position we need to be for shooting.
So a traveling call right there on number 10. So a fortunate break for the Lightning. As Casimira is going to inbounds it to Cassidy Dixon. Get it right back to Dixon at the top of the key. Oh, just off the back of the rim.
And she gets her own rebound.
She does. Great job of following your shot.
Right now, we just really need to settle down and get those passes to each other.
So great job, Casimira, seeing an open lane down by the baseline. Tightens the score to 5. Leah Thomas gets it to the top of the key.
Just the best thing we can do on defense is prevent those quick scores.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a blocking foul on Casimira, maybe on the ground. Yeah, so it is an inbounds play. It was a, well, it looks like it. Yeah, the referee's trying to get him over there.
Yeah, for a second it did look like they were lining up for a free throw.
We've got to get our hands up right here. Thomas, their go-to shooter with the ball at the top of the key. We're giving them a little bit of cushion out there to make sure they don't get it in the lane right here. So there's no shot clock, so they can kind of take their time and run the clock down. Good rebound and puts it right back up. Takes it back to a 7-point lead. We just kind of rushed that pass right there.
And the biggest thing we do not need to do is rush our plays.
Yeah, great job getting it down to Owen. Good assist from Casimira. Shortens the lead back to 5 again, but again, Thomas, I think she tries to drive that lane every time she gets the ball. Almost a turnover right there. There's another great jump shot. It's just kind of back and forth shootout basketball. Owen at the top of the key, back to Dixon.
Good jump shot.
Yeah, great eyes right there by Dixon to get it over to Casimira. So anytime she drives to the basket, the whistle blows, so she's back at the line. The score right now, 44-39. Leah Thomas just on a hot streak at the free throw line.
After she completes this shot, this will be 8 attempts.
And they get the rebound.
That still puts her at 6 for 8 for the game.
So they're just trying to eat up the clock. Dixon on the attack.
Just smart defense is the best thing we can do. Get that rebound, exactly like Casimira just did. We need to go down and set up our play.
Casimira drives hard to the hole. No good on that shot. As we're under 4.5 minutes left in this ball game. The Lightning down by 5.
Not sure what the whistle was called for.
So it's going to be an inbounds play for Restoration Academy. They give it to their playmaker, Leah Thomas. Drives it to the hole and sinks it. It's kind of been her go-to play all game.
Like I said, the biggest thing we need to do is not push. We needed to play fundamental right there. We had a great shot from Casimira to Owens.
So Dixon really pressing Thomas at the top of the key. I think they called a 3-second violation is what the call was.
It's only a 5-point ball game right now. We have plenty of time.
All right, so Dixon brings it up the court. I think Walters wanted to take that shot. Oh, great steal right there by Thomas. She just read it the whole way.
She did.
Great defense by Cassidy Dixon to prevent Thomas with the easy layup.
Once again, we just need to set up. Move that ball.
It's going to be a foul on the floor. Should inbound underneath the basket.
We got Taylor Owen is inbounding it to a wide open Cassidy Dixon.
Good rebound by Casimir, trying to go up strong.
I'm going to call a jump ball on that one.
All right, so 2:46 remaining in this ball game. Evangel Lightning 41, Restoration Academy 46. Restoration really spread out the court.
I don't believe we've had a score in the last minute. We've had some inbound penalties and things.
And a nice, easy layup right there. Makes it a 7-point ball game. Cross-court pass to Walters, to Owens, down below. Oh, just missed it.
That should be jump ball Evangel.
So good, tough playing down there on the paint.
But just some of those baskets inside the paint, we've got to get them. So we got Taylor Owen going to inbound.
Great pass to Casimira. Takes us down to a 5-point lead for Restoration. But we're getting ready to be under 2 minutes, so the Lightning need to make something happen right here.
I definitely think Casimira has scored half the Evangel's points at this point. Good defense by Cassidy Dixon to get a hand.
Was that a 5-second call?
I believe so.
Yeah, great defense right there.
Great defense.
That's a big turnover.
But we really need to start cutting into this lead.
Yep. She's going to say she was blocked on the floor. Stops the clock with 1:47.
Got Rachel Casimira inbounding.
Oh, in and out for Walters. As they get it down beneath for the easy layup. That's been kind of their bread and butter all night, taking advantage of the Lightning. And it's going to be a timeout, Lightning. So we're going to take a quick timeout break with you. The score 43-50, 1:24. You're watching Evangel Lightning Basketball.
Locally owned and operated by the Bates family, Clanton Tractor and Equipment has been a Kubota tractor dealer since 1988. Located in Clanton on Highway 31, just south of historic downtown Clanton.
All right, we come out of this short timeout break as the Lightning are down 5 with 1:24 left in this ball game. And again, something's got to fall for the Lightning. Sadie Walters right there almost had a three-pointer, just went in the rim and out. Would have been a huge three-point play for the Lightning.
Well, the good news, we have scored more points in this fourth quarter, a lot more even.
Oh, yes.
With Restoration Academy, but we were very outmatched as far as points were in that third.
Yep.
Outscored in the third period, so.
All right, so the Lightning should get the ball right here.
Yes. Got Taylor Owens inbounding.
Katamir drives to the hole. Rebounded by Owen. In and out of the basket. Oh, that's a travel.
Yeah, the ball got a little ahead of her.
Yep. So we need to have somebody down here to inbound it. Here comes Taylor.
Once again, we need to take time to set up the plays.
Under a minute left to play in this ball game. Pass to Casimir right over the middle, in and out of the rim. Good rebound by Restoration. They get it up the floor quickly for another easy layup. That takes the score 52-43. And I believe that's going to be on Foster, number 1. It should just be a floor foul. So 9-point deficit. A lot of magic has to happen right here for our Lightning. Great pass in the paint. And the ball goes out of bounds. That will be Restoration Academy ball. The Lightning pressing right now. Cassidy Dixon going all out, trying to get that ball back for the Lightning.
Yeah, I think Restoration is going to just hold on to it as long as they can.
Yep. Pass right under the basket. Just 10 seconds left in the ball game. Restoration Academy 54, your Evangel Lightning 43. Try to get it down low into the paint. And the clock runs out. So our home opener for the Evangel Lightning ladies isn't what we were wanting, but a great game all the same. 54-43, I believe, was your final. So we saw a lot of good things there with the Lightning ladies, and obviously some things to improve on. Natalie, what are some of your final thoughts before we take a quick break and come back for the men's game?
Well, they did a good job of continuing to move the ball around till there was openings. Rachel Casimira is just a phenomenal player.
Oh, yes.
She did a great job of her jump shots and driving to the basket. And just like anything, got to get those percentages up. We took a lot of good opportunities. We didn't have a lot of shots where we just threw it up, but we got to get them to go in.
Yeah. Yeah, the ball just has to fall in the basket at some point. And that'll happen over the season as we practice more and the girls get used to that rhythm, not only shooting the ball, but the rhythm with each other. So that's going to do it for our Evangel ladies broadcast. Stay tuned. Stay on this channel. We're going to take a break. We got about 9 minutes until tip-off. We'll probably come back in about 7 minutes, actually probably about 5 minutes to give a pregame breakdown. But thank you for watching Evangel Lightning Basketball. We'll be right back with you.
From minor bumps to unexpected injuries, Southern Immediate Care is here with expert care when it matters most. If you aren't feeling well, visit Southern Immediate Care in Helena from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week at 225 Helena Marketplace. When lightning strikes, call Craig Doris State Farm, your local neighborhood agent. With over 20 years of service, Craig and his team are ready to help you navigate life's storms. They provide customized planning and risk management to protect your property, provide financial relief in loss, and realize long-term investment goals. Contact them today at craigdoris.com. Are you wanting to buy or sell recreational land or a farm? Call William O'Neill with Base Camp Country Real Estate at 205-470-7812 or email william.o'neill@basecampcountry.com. Base Camp Country Real Estate. It's more than dirt, it's a lifestyle. Visit Helena Hollow Entertainment Farm and Pumpkin Patch in Helena, Alabama for a day well spent. With everything from zip lines and 100-foot slides to live llamas and kangaroos, Helena Hollow has some form of fun for everyone in the family. Helena Hollow is open throughout the year for seasonal events including The Patch, Supper with Santa, Princess Brunch, Mother's Day Rodeo, and offers 3 event venues for birthday parties and other celebrations. Come see Helena Hollow, where the good times grow. Located in the 1022 Tower right next to Shelby Baptist Hospital, Dermatologists of Birmingham has been serving all ages in the Shelby, Chilton, and Bibb counties area for almost 20 years. Discover healthier, more radiant skin with Dermatologists of Birmingham, your trusted experts for comprehensive medical, surgical, and cosmetic dermatology care in Alabama. Visit their website to book an appointment today.
Veritas Financial Partners, your partner in financial clarity. With decades of experience, they offer one coordinated plan for your investments, tax-smart planning, business, and legacy. At Veritas, it all starts with a conversation and ends with a strategy tailored just for you. Veritas Financial Partners, your partner in financial clarity. Contact them at 205-598-1781.
With over 20 years of experience, Keystone Surfaces can make your natural stone dreams come true. They have accessible pricing, and the staff is always working to make sure their clients are 100% happy with the final product. They work with granite, marble, quartz, quartzite, onyx, and soapstone. If you're looking for exceptional quality for your next kitchen or bath project, give them a call today. Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Call Mandy Welch with Exit Realty Cahaba and trust the experience that counts. With over 17 years in this business, Mandy Welch with Exit Realty Cahaba has sold homes, flipped homes, and helped countless families and investors achieve their real estate dreams. Whether it's your first home, your forever home, or your next big investment, she's got you covered. Call Mandy Welch at Exit Realty Cahaba today, because your next move deserves to be the right move. At Davis Orthopedics, we understand the toll that athletics can take on our bodies. Our sports medicine services utilize cutting-edge surgical techniques and rehabilitation to help patients recover from injuries and surgery and get back on the field. Appointments are available online at mattdavisortho.com. Matt Davis Orthopedics is a proud supporter of Evangel Lightning Athletics. Enhanced Dental is redefining the dental experience by helping you achieve and maintain comprehensive dental wellness. Dr. Morris and his staff are highly skilled and trained in several areas of dentistry, including preventative and general dentistry, root canals, dental implants, and cosmetic dentistry. They pride themselves on providing painless dentistry with a focus on aesthetics and helping you maintain a healthy smile for life. Contact Enhanced Dental today to schedule your appointment and experience extraordinary dental care. Strike lightning. Team Massey Properties has 44 years of real estate knowledge and experience serving the real estate needs of Shelby, Jefferson, Chilton, and surrounding counties. Offering aggressive marketing strategies to position your property for the sale in an ever-changing real estate market. Commercial, residential, investment, land, and farm real estate services. Call or text Matt Massey for all of your real estate needs. Let's go Lightning! Window Wonders 205 is a local residential home window replacement company. We replace your old windows with high-quality, American-made, energy-efficient vinyl windows that have easy open and easy clean features. Our windows are tinted, filled with low-E argon gas, and come with a lifetime warranty. Tad Samples is your owner, salesperson, and installer, so you only have to deal with one person. Please call today for your free estimate.
All right, good evening, Evangel faithful, and welcome back to the home of the Evangel Christian Lightning. It's opening night here in Montevallo, Alabama. at the Evangel Sports Complex, and our Lightning are back ready to defend their crown after capturing the 2025 Alabama Christian Schools Conference, the ACSC State Championship, in dramatic fashion. Last season, Evangel made history. They secured back-to-back ACSC titles for the first time in program history. In the championship game, after trailing in the fourth quarter, they went on to a staggering 39-9 run in the final period to pull away. A balanced roster, unselfish play, and tough defense were the hallmarks of that run. Last year, this team was led by Hagen Joyner, stepping up to the helm for the 2025-2026 season as head coach Chip Bugner. And tonight we take on Restoration Academy out of Fairfield, Alabama, led by head coach Bill Schoner. Already with a 3-0 start to the season, winning convincingly, beating their opponents by an average of 46 points per game and scoring an average of 70 points per game. So as we get ready to tip off here in about 40, well, the clock will stop in about 40 seconds. We'll do player introductions and then the national anthem. A lot of excitement here at the sports complex. We have some new faces here on the Lightning basketball team. Senior number 2, Mason Phillips, and sophomore number 3, Anderson Drew. So we welcome them with Evangel open arms to the Evangel Lightning program. And we obviously have lots of returning guys from last year, seniors that are going to be able to step up. Now, the guys that we have returning, they didn't necessarily have the most playing time, but that experience that they got from the playoff run is going to be pivotal in this season coming up. So as the buzzer buzzes, both teams are heading to their bench for the call out of the starting lineup. And I need to grab my glasses here so I can read the names.
Welcome to Game 4. Tonight's basketball game, the Varsity Boys bring the Restoration Academy Bulldogs and your Evangel Lightning. Before we get started, please join me in a word of prayer.
Here's our opening prayer for tonight.
Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for this beautiful day and this evening that you've given us. We worship you and praise you for who you are. I pray that you will give blessings upon these players and coaches and officials and protect them, keep them safe. I pray a great spirit of cooperation and competition. And I pray that everything that we do and say, Lord, will be pleasing and honoring to you. Lord, we love you. In Jesus' name, amen.
All right, so here comes the starting lineups.
Number 22,
Ian Fuller, a junior with 16 points on the season. Number 4, Jaden Moffitt, a sophomore, 27 points on the season thus far. Number 2, an 8th grader, Cortez Ruffin, definitely one of their power players this year. Number 11, junior Zach Bent, already with 35 points this season. And number 25, senior Cole Spites. And now the starting lineup for your Evangel Lightning.
starting lineup for your Evangel Lightning. Number 2, Mason Phillips. Number 11, Holden Hall. Number 13, Ben Becker. Number 21, Luke Stark. And number 22, Hudson Walker.
right, so that's your starting lineup for the Evangel Lightning. Certainly an exciting atmosphere built here at the Evangel Sports Complex. Our broadcast team tonight for the final game of 4 tonight. So it's been a busy night here at the complex. Producing and on the stream, Libby Windsor. I am your play-by-play, Matt Holmes, and on the camera for this game is Natalie Holmes, and she will also provide some color. Natalie, how are you doing, feeling over there doing double duty?
It's what I do best.
That's what you do.
Multitasking.
That's right. All right, so here comes the tip-off. And the Lightning get it. That's Mason Phillips. Fires a 3, first shot off the backboard. 22 for them. Ian Fuller comes down with the rebound. Cortez Reffin, the point guard, just an 8th grader. Good ball movement. As we have a good turnover, that's 21. Luke Sparks drives and tips it off to number 13, Ben Bugner, and the foul. So high tempo pace for both teams as Ben Bugner so far 1 for 2 on the year from the free throw line as they faced Chilton Christian Academy last night. So the Lightning up early 3-0 as they get it out to Cortez Ruffin. Now over to 22, Ian Fuller. Good quick feet defense by the Lightning. Mason Phillips out there on the guard. Traveling call, yep. Number 2 took a little trip, went a little too far. All right, so the Lightning will inbound over here. That's number 21, Luke Sparks, inbounding to Ben Bugner. Over to 11, Holden Hobbs tries to get it inside the paint. Great hustle. It's going to be a jump ball. So Hudson Walker in there, Luke Sparks in there, and number 4 for Restoration, that's Jaden Moffitt with 27 points on the year. He averages 9 points a game. Mason Phillips. The Lightning really all over on defense as they're playing man to open up this game. That's number 4 driving to the hole, Jaden Moffitt. We get the rebound, get it up to Mason, had a little trouble handling the ball. Nice jump shot in there for 2 more points.
He had no trouble handling
that
shot.
No trouble at all. Ian Fuller brings it up the court, behind the back, tries to take it to the baseline. Just good job muscling through the Lightning. So whistle on the court. Not sure what the call was right there. But Restoration, a full court press, and we just throw it right to them. They get it back out to number 22, Ian Fuller. Good defense by the Lightning as we pick it up for the nice, easy layup. That's number 42, junior Hudson Walker. Mason Phillips all over his guy. As number 11, Zach Bent drives it to the hole. Great rebound. As we get it up the floor, Mason has it on the wing, throws it over to Walker. Looked like it was going to be an alley-oop out of bounds on the Lightning. Great hustle on both sides.
I think Hudson Walker's going to be, now that he's an upperclassman, one of those who really learned a lot last year.
Absolutely.
And I think he's going to be one of those who really steps up.
All right, so in for Mason Phillips is number 5, Reagan Cosper. We called him Cosper Candy because the shoes look like cotton candy last year, but he's got a new pair of sneakers on, so we'll call him Reagan Cosper tonight.
Yeah, maybe if we're lucky, we can get those cotton candy colored ones in later in the season.
That's right. Cortez Ruffin trying to handle the ball, trying to make something happen for Restoration. Really nowhere to go. Our defense quick, moving the feet as they launch one from beyond the arc. And they get their own rebound. Great block by number 13. That's Ben Bugner as we try to get it up court. Good hustle by number 11. As we're making all sorts of trouble. That was Holden Hobbs. Restoration slowing it down. Fuller at the top of the key for Restoration. And he launches the three from beyond the arc. Holden Hobbs almost came down with the rebound, but just taken out of his hands.
Yeah, we seem to be going up with the ball towards it, but don't necessarily end up with the ball.
Yeah. So Mason Phillips is going to check back in for the Lightning. And Holden Hobbs out of the game to take a little breather. As 21, Luke Sparks is going to inbound to Ben Bugner. Over to Phillips. Steps back for the three, just off the rim.
But a great rebound.
Luke Sparks in there, back over to Phillips, in and out. How did that not fall? The Lightning making some great shots, just kind of in and out. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in this first period. You're Lightning up 7-2. Plenty of time to shoot, way overshot. Phillips with the rebound. Good physical basketball. Restoration pressing a little bit. They back off. Great ball handling skills as we get it. Oh, nice block as the 21 Luke Sparks tried to go up with it. Zach Bent misses the layup as we're going to get it up court to Sparks. Sparks back to Bugner. Bugner drains a three from way downtown as Restoration Academy calls a timeout. We're going to take a quick break with you. You're Evangel Lightning 10, Restoration Academy 2. You're watching Evangel Lightning Basketball.
Window Wonders 205 is a local residential home window replacement company. We replace your old windows with high-quality, American-made, energy-efficient vinyl windows that have easy open and easy clean features. Our windows are tinted, filled with low-E argon gas, and come with a lifetime warranty. Tad Samples is your owner, salesperson, and installer, so you only have to deal with one person. Please call today for your free estimate.
All right, we are back from that Restoration timeout. A quick stat from last year, we made 155 three-pointers last year, and we're 38% from beyond the arc. And one of the things we were thinking about before this game is, last year we were very much a shoot kind of first team, and we saw that with all the three-pointers that we took. And not much has changed so far, and it's certainly working in our favor as number 2, that's Cortez Ruffin, the 8th grader, brings it up the court for Restoration. Great ball handling skills. Gets it out to number 25, Cole Spites. Jaden Moffitt tries to get it inside, but I believe that was off the hands of Ben Bugner, so great defense inside the paint for the Lightning. So that was Brooks Glisson inbounding the ball. Fires it over the corner to number 2, Cortez Ruffin, in and out. As Bugner comes down with the rebound. Good hard defense by Brooks Glisson. He's a junior with 24 points on the season. Bugner to inbound. Reagan Cosper at the top of the key, gets it over to Phillips. Phillips down to Max Watson. All right, so a turnover for the Lightning. 3:06 remaining in the first period. So very impressive. We've just held them to 2 points so far. Great defense by the Lightning. Just really impressed by the quickness of our feet to move around with their speed. Max Watson, great job, but just a great shot by number 2, that's Cortez Ruffin. As number 12, Caleb Cranford drains a nice short jump shot.
Yeah, it didn't matter who had 4 jerseys around him.
All right, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first period. And it's a deep three right there for number 22. That was Ian Fuller. They get a great rebound. Jaden Moffitt with the miss. Cosper with the rebound as they get it up court to Mason Phillips. Nice pass. Bogner way downtown. That's 3 points for the Lightning.
That was a great teammate play right there.
Yeah.
Instead of pushing the jump or pushing into the paint further, he hit it right out there to a wide open Bugner.
Fuller looking to drive. Max Watson steps in, takes the charging foul. He's still in football mode. All right, so under 2 minutes left in the first period. Number 23, senior Stone Henderson in the game for Mason Phillips. Also entering the game, junior number 14, Micah Jones. He had 6 points last night. So Stone Henderson flanking Bugner, bringing it down the court. Over to Jones. Jones looking deep, gets it inside. Cranford looking for help, couldn't find it. Brooks Glisson trying to get it upfield, but here comes Caleb Cranford stealing the ball away. Bugner bringing the ball up the court, very fast paced so far. Micah Jones just off the front of the rim. Max Watson almost brings down the rebound. And they slow it down a little bit, set up a play. So good switch up D by the Lightning. Really making it hard for them to drive into the paint. So a deep three by number 4, Jaden Moffitt.
Yeah, they're definitely forcing them to take those long outside shots.
And just out of control a little bit for the Lightning. Caleb Cranford, and then try to get it to Max Watson, but just out of reach as number 30, that's Eli Black checking in, and number 33, Simeon Bugner checking in. All right, so a lot of bright shoes out there, Natalie.
There are. It's fantastic.
Reminds me of Christmas, like decorating the Christmas tree. When are we getting our Christmas tree?
As soon as you want one.
All right. Hope the Christmas tree light is open after 9. All right, so great drive to the paint. Tries a Euro step. They're going to call traveling. So a turnover, again, for the Lightning. Just super impressed by this defense. As number 45, Cruz Mano, checks into the game. He played a full game not about an hour ago for the JV. So they're just trying to get him some conditioning in there. He's already.
Well, he and Max Watson both
Yep,
played in the JV game.
They did indeed.
Because they're both sophomores.
All right, Stone Henderson brings it up, gets it over to Black. Simeon Bugner trying to get it around. Stone Henderson off the back of the rim. Good rebound by number 11, Zach Bent. Little surprised Zach Bent hasn't had the ball too much tonight. He's got 35 points on the season. As a wayward three goes out, but just sneaks in the back door. That was number 2, Cortez Ruffin. And just not paying attention right there to the clock. So after the first period, your Evangel Lightning 15, Restoration Academy 4. But as we saw in the ladies' game, that is not a safe lead. We have to keep pressing this team. So after the first period, again, 15-4, we're going to take a quick break to hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Evangel Lightning Basketball.
My favorite part about Media Club is broadcasting the games. We learn how to do the audio-video setup, and producing a broadcast is a lot of fun.
We got to make the graphics for social media posts and learn how to update the ECS Athletics website, and we love Mr. Scott's birthday cake.
And we are back for this second period of the first half. Exciting basketball out of our Evangel Lightning. Just all over the place. We certainly look like we're in great condition out there to keep up with this team. Natalie, any thoughts?
Well, the main thing that stood out to me on that first quarter was, even though we didn't come away with a lot of steals, we did get our hand on the ball a lot. And even though, you may not come away with a steal, but even when you get that and you still disrupt their offense's passes, whatever rhythm they were into, the play they were into, they got to start over.
Yeah, that's a really great observation, because this is certainly working tonight. As Phillips drives to the hole, off of two Lightning hands as they drive. My word, looks like they jumped 10 feet. Phillips with a great steal behind the back. It's like a magician with a basketball. Gets it over to Hobbs. Hobbs drops the baseline. How does that not go in? Rebounded by Luke Sparks, trying to go up. Buckner for three, in and out. As Restoration brings it up the court, shoots their own three off the front of the rim. Ruffin with the rebound, looking for the jumper. It's not there. Ian Fuller now at the top of the key. And a missed shot recovered by Phillips. And that's going to be a reach-in foul by number 35 for them. That's Malik Price. So high-paced basketball early on in this game.
Very fast-paced. I think Evangel has a slightly upper hand on slowing up, drawing up their plays.
Yeah, certainly a lot more patient. As Holden Hobbs gets it over to Buckner. Buckner trying to drive the lane, gets it down to 21 Sparks. And 3-second violation. I believe they called that on number 42, Hudson Walker. Sometimes when the ball's in the paint like that, you kind of lose time. So a turnover for the Lightning as Cortez brings the ball up the court, and he's 6 of 9 this year from beyond the arc. As Fuller takes a shot off the back of the rim, and that's Sparks who comes down with the rebound. Hudson Walker goes up hard against number 35, Malik Price, and I believe it went off his fingertips. So Restoration Academy going to inbound the ball.
I think right now Evangel is doing a very good job of keeping them on the outside. They're not driving into the paint much.
Right. So deep shot by Ruffin and drains it. Nice three-point shot by the young 8th grader. As Buckner looking to drive the baseline, gets fouled. I believe it was a shooting foul, so he should be heading to the line. Buckner so far just 25% from the line, just 1 of 4. But that's only one basketball game, so the stats are easy to keep. And he drains that with nothing but net for Mr. Buckner. Makes the score 16-7. Little extra discussion down there with the ref. Buckner, 100% tonight so far from the free throw line. As Cortez Ruffin brings it up the court. Great job by Sparks getting in there. Oh, I thought he was going to have a jump ball. Got a little aggressive, so it's going to be an inbound for Restoration Academy. So number 5, Brandon Hicks getting a rest. Deep pass to Fuller. Evangel, somewhat of a zone coverage right now. deep pass to the corner. Fuller, block shot by Bugner. As 21, Luke Sparks brings the ball up the court. Gets it to Phillips. He slows it down. Walker at the top of the key, driving to the lane. Great jump shot. That's 2 points for number 42, Hudson Walker.
Yeah, I really think the guys right now are controlling the pace of play.
Yes. Good jump shot from number 11 right there. Just bounces off the rim. Sparks gets it up the court to Bugner. Over to Phillips, wide open for the three. Just off the back of the rim. Bugner trying to get in there for the rebound. Goes off his fingertips. As that's number 4, Noah Chappell entering the game. And I believe Reagan Cosper back in the game for the Lightning. Giving Mason Phillips a breather. Great job by the Lightning to be able to go to the bench and have that depth there. As they drive the baseline, good rebound. Missed again. Rebound by Hudson Walker. Strong under the board tonight. As Cosper looking to make something happen. Noah Chappell trying to get out of trouble. Gets it over to Cosper. Cosper to Bugner. There's a whistle. He drained it. But they're going to say he took a little trip and traveled afar. So right at 4 minutes left, or 4:07 left in this first half, your Evangel Lightning 19, Restoration Academy 7. I believe that's going to be a block on number 22, Ian Fuller. All right, inbounded to Noah Chappell. Sparks wide open under the basket. Gets it to Walker. Walker looking for help. Great movement by the Lightning. Cosper in the corner. Shot blocked by number 4, Jaden Moffitt. As number 12, Caleb Cranford, and number 34, Max Watson enter the ball game. Noah Chappell with a deep inbounds to Cosper. Chappell just dribbled off his foot. I think they're going to call the foul on, that's number 3, Brooks Glisson. He's got 24 points on the season. He's 40% from beyond the arc. So look to him later in the game. As we get it down to Chappell for the, but Max Watson there with the rebound, gets it out to Bugner. Bugner trying to drive the lane and in and out of the basket. But there's going to be a foul. I believe that is a shooting foul. Oh, nope, it was on the ground. Or it may be 1-1 now if they thought it was going to be a foul on the ground. But it looks like it is a 2-shot foul. So 3 of 3 on the night for Ben Bugner. That's how you get those stats up, ladies and gentlemen. And boom! 4-4 from the line. So that makes the score Evangel Lightning 21, Restoration Academy 7. And Restoration Academy calls a timeout. So we're going to take a quick break with you. You're watching Evangel Lightning Basketball.
Locally owned and operated by the Bates family, Clanton Tractor and Equipment has been a Kubota tractor dealer since 1988. Located in Clanton on Highway 31, just south of historic downtown Clanton. All
right, we are back from this break. It is 3:19 left in this first half. Your Evangel Lightning up 21-7 over this, really to be, prior to this game, a high-paced, high-scoring team in Restoration Academy. Our defense just not allowing anything to open up for them. Natalie, what are you seeing?
I think I'd like to see the statistics on what they're having to shoot outside the paint.
Yeah.
If I had to make a guess, I would say the majority, and probably a strong majority, around that 3-point line area, or right inside of it. They're closing the lanes and forcing them to take those shots. And I just think any way you look at it, the further away you are, there's just more things that that ball may decide to do.
Well, don't talk too loud. They may hear you, because we want to keep the pressure on right here. All right, so in the game for the Lightning, that's 33, Simeon Bugner. And I believe 14 is now entered. That's Micah Jones for the Lightning. Zach Bent misses another three-pointer, knocked out of the hands by 21, Luke Sparks.
Which is just what we talked about. They're forcing these long shots.
All right, Simeon Bugner bringing it up the court. Gets it to Hudson Walker, down to the paint to Phillips. Drains an easy layup. Brings it to 23-7. Just Evangel doing a great job for allowing the play to develop. Good switch up by the defense. Really nowhere for him to go. He's got to dish it outside.
But once again, they try to drive in. Turnover.
And dishes it off to Hudson Walker for the easy layup. Mason Phillips with a great assist right there. Makes the score 25-7. 2:24 remaining in this first half. Restoration taking their time, trying to set up a pick.
It just seems like when they start trying to drive into the paint, there's just a wall of white uniforms.
Yeah. Great spin shot, just in and out for Restoration. Phillips slowing it up for the Lightning. Good press defense right there by Brooks Glisson, number 3. Dishes it off to Bugner. Walker tries to come to the top of the key to help. Sparks over here in the corner. What a move by Phillips, just doesn't fall. Sparks throws it back up off the backboard. Great rebound by number 4, Jaden Moffitt. Under 1:30 left to play in this first half. Hudson Walker all over number 2. From beyond the arc, kind of hits off the backboard. Mason Phillips looking ahead, great bounce pass as he was bonked on the head and pushed out of bounds. So just about the entire bench substituting in. Ben Bugner in, number 30, Eli Black in the ball game. Hudson Walker staying out there. Simeon Bugner staying out there, and Phillips staying out there.
So they substituted one person?
They got 4 guys waiting to come in. As Micah Jones drains his first one. All right, so Ben Bugner back in the ball game. E.J. Aiken in the ball game. I believe he is the brother of the JV coach, if I'm not mistaken. So Micah Jones drains two of his free throws, and now entering number 45, Cruz Romano. And that's the highest number on the squad, just for those keeping score at home. So E.J. Akin playing great defense. Eli Black, great turnover, gives it to Bugner. Bugner with the easy fingertip roll in. And that takes your Lightning 29-7.
I know it's exciting when they score that quickly, but sometimes it's hard to get the camera that quickly.
So sometimes the camera has to adjust. We apologize if there's any blurring in there. These Lightning guys are super fast. And number 32 tries to chunk it up there. He may have been fouled on the way up. That's Quoom Walto. He's a senior, and he's got 10 points on the season. This will be his first time at the line this season for Restoration Academy. As Caleb Cranford looking to check in for the Lightning. Walto misses his first one as 25 Cole Spites comes in to give number 4 Jaden Moffitt a break. And off the back of the rim as Cruz Romano comes down with the rebound, gets it up to, he got it up to number 11, that was Holden Hobbs. And 3-second call on Caleb Cranford in the paint. Just 8 seconds remaining in this first half. And they're not going to get the ball off. So not even a chance for a shot. So after the first half, your Evangel Lightning 29, Restoration Academy 7. So high-paced basketball early on in this game, and the Lightning still just have their foot on the pedal. Natalie, any changes you see?
I think they just need to keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like we said before, they're forcing Restoration Academy to be shooting more in that three-point area, and they're not having success driving into the paint.
All right, so we have a performance by our Evangel Lightning cheerleaders. Great performance by our Evangel cheerleading squad. So we're going to take about we'll call it a 4 to 5 minute break to hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Evangel Lightning Basketball.
Locally owned and operated by the Bates family. From minor bumps to unexpected injuries, Southern Immediate Care is here with expert care when it matters most. If you aren't feeling well, visit Southern Immediate Care in Helena from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week at 225 Helena Marketplace. When lightning strikes, call Craig Doris State Farm, your local neighborhood agent. With over 20 years of service, Craig and his team are ready to help you navigate life's storms. They provide customized planning and risk management to protect your property, provide financial relief and loss, and realize long-term investment goals. Contact them today at craigdoris.com. Are you wanting to buy or sell recreational land or a farm? Call William O'Neill with Base Camp Country Real Estate at 205-470-7812 or email william.o'neill@basecampcountry.com. Base Camp Country Real Estate. It's more than dirt, it's a lifestyle. Visit Helena Hollow Entertainment Farm and Pumpkin Patch in Helena, Alabama for a day well spent. With everything from zip lines and 100-foot slides to live llamas and kangaroos, Helena Hollow has some form of fun for everyone in the family. Helena Hollow is open throughout the year for seasonal events including The Patch, Supper with Santa, Princess Brunch, Mother's Day Rodeo, and offers 3 event venues for birthday parties and other celebrations. Come see Helena Hollow, where the good times grow. Located in the 1022 Tower right next to Shelby Baptist Hospital, Dermatologists of Birmingham has been serving all ages in the Shelby, Chilton, and Bibb Counties area for almost 20 years. Discover healthier, more radiant skin with Dermatologists of Birmingham, your trusted experts for comprehensive medical, surgical, and cosmetic dermatology care in Alabama. Visit their website to book an appointment today.
Veritas Financial Partners, your partner in financial clarity. With decades of experience, they offer one coordinated plan for your investments, tax-smart planning, business, and legacy. At Veritas, it all starts with a conversation and ends with a strategy tailored just for you. Veritas Financial Partners, your partner in financial clarity. Contact them at 205-598-1781.
With over 20 years of experience, Keystone Surfaces can make your natural stone dreams come true. They have accessible pricing, and the staff is always working to make sure their clients are 100% happy with the final product. They work with granite, marble, quartz, quartzite, onyx, and soapstone. If you're looking for exceptional quality for your next kitchen or bath project, give them a call today. Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Call Mandy Welch with Exit Realty Cahaba and trust the experience that counts. With over 17 years in this business, Mandy Welch with Exit Realty Cahaba has sold homes, flipped homes, and helped countless families and investors achieve their real estate dreams. Whether it's your first home, your forever home, or your next big investment, she's got you covered. Call Mandy Welch at Exit Realty Cahaba today, because your next move deserves to be the right move. At Davis Orthopedics, we understand the toll that athletics can take on our bodies. Our sports medicine services utilize cutting-edge surgical techniques and rehabilitation to help patients recover from injuries and surgery and get back on the field. Appointments are available online at mattdavisortho.com. Matt Davis Orthopedics is a proud supporter of Evangel Lightning Athletics. Enhanced Dental is redefining the dental experience by helping you achieve and maintain comprehensive dental wellness. Dr. Morris and his staff are highly skilled and trained in several areas of dentistry, including preventative and general dentistry, root canals, dental implants, and cosmetic dentistry. They pride themselves on providing painless dentistry with a focus on aesthetics and helping you maintain a healthy smile for life. Contact Enhanced Dental today to schedule your appointment and experience extraordinary dental care. Strike lightning. Team Massey Properties has 44 years of real estate knowledge and experience serving the real estate needs of Shelby, Jefferson, Chilton, and surrounding counties. Offering aggressive marketing strategies to position your property for the sale in an ever-changing real estate market. Commercial, residential, investment, land, and farm real estate services. Call or text Matt Massey for all of your real estate needs. Let's go Lightning!
All right, and welcome back to the second half of this very exciting basketball game between the Evangel Lightning men's team versus Restoration Academy out of Fairfield, Alabama. A very a lopsided game. I said flopsided game. It is 29-7, and here's a few stats from Restoration. They're 3-0 this season. And again, I think I mentioned early on, they're beating their opponents on average by 46 points and averaging 70 points a game. We've held them to 7 points in this first half. And I think for me, what's most impressive is just the quickness of our defense. And like you said, it's not that we're stealing the ball. We're just making so much disruption for them. And we're not what we're doing is we're not allowing them to play their game. And that's kind of the same, what we need to continue to do as we go into this second half. And also what's so impressive, and we saw this last year with last year's state championship team, we're so strong off the bench. I mean, we are deep in every position. So it doesn't matter kind of the time frame or how close or how far apart as far as the scores of the game. Coach Bugner down there has confidence in all his guys to get it done. And you're seeing that right before your eyes here at Evangel. So we got about 6 seconds before that buzzer buzzes. And there it goes.
Just for the most part, Evangel was just doing a little bit better on getting those passes down inside the paint.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, very effective. And I think, like you said, they're patient in letting the play develop and set up and not forcing those passes in the lanes when they're not there. So Academy, 3-point attempt, bounces in and out of the rim. Great rebound by Jaden Moffitt. Puts it in for 2. As our own Ben Bugner brings it up the court. Looking to drive the lane. Good defense right there. Gets it into Hudson Walker. Strong going up, but he's fouled. So he'll head to the line for 2. And this will be Hudson's first time at the line this season. So obviously no opportunities last night at Chilton Christian Academy. All right, 0 for 1 on the night and the season. His second attempt. And nice rebound by Restoration Academy. It's a wide open three-pointer off the front of the rim. Mason Phillips with a great rebound. Gets it up court to Hudson Walker. Spins around, driving to the lane. He got up there real high. I couldn't see who went down.
I don't know, but we did have a Restoration Academy player who lost his shoe.
Oh.
And I think he played for about 15 seconds. And when they were running back up the court, he grabbed it and was literally playing defense with the shoe in his hand.
All right. Luke Sparks going to be inbounding for the Lightning. Throws it up to Walker. Walker just couldn't get his hands on it. Got his hands on it again. Just a lot of back and forth basketball inside the paint. Very aggressive down there for both teams. Looking to get it to Bugner. Bugner wide open from the three-point line. Hits it off the rim. Sparks tries to get the rebound. They may call a reach and foul on 21.
Yeah, he was reaching over.
Yeah, 21, that's Luke Sparks. Very aggressive defender. He's a senior this year for the Lightning. So we're going to depend a lot on his leadership as the season goes on. But on the opposite end of the spectrum, 8th grader, number 2, Cortez Ruffin, brings the ball up the court for Restoration. Again, just disrupting that drive to the hole. We had 3 Lightning guys, as we have a couple guys go into the bleachers. Everybody's okay. I don't think they hit the metal. But Luke Sparks just playing with some great determination out there. Phillips trying to make something happen in the corner. And so the foul is on number 2, Cortez Ruffin. I thought they might get us for 5 seconds because that was great defense right there. As Sparks gives it back over to Mason. Ruffin just all over him. Great pick right there by Bugner as we get it in the corner. Ooh, Phillips has got to get rid of it. Great job being patient, not forcing anything inside. Bugner with a deep shot. Sparks with a great rebound. Walker trying to handle the ball. They're going to call a jump ball. So both teams playing very aggressive. Great hard-nosed, hardcore basketball. As number 5, Brandon Hicks, a senior, checks in for Restoration Academy. He's going to give Zach Bent a break. So we inbound it to Bugner. Bugner back to Sparks. Sparks takes it to the baseline. Needed to go up strong. Yeah, he traveled. So a lesson learned right there. Go up strong. Take the shot. Take the foul if you can.
Yeah, he almost had a stutter step in there.
Yep. So a little bit slower start to start out the second half. 29-9. Your score, your Evangel Lightning up. They're looking to drive the lane. Great shot, number 4, that's Jaden Moffitt. He's got 27 points on the year, so adding to that, Hudson Walker driving the lane, hit out of the hands by number 25, that's Cole Spites, or 22, that may have been Ian Fuller. Yeah, I believe that was Ian Fuller. As Eli Black checks into the game, coming off an MVP season for the national championship for your Evangel Lightning football squad. Deep pass to Bugner. Nice turnaround jumper.
That was
for
beautiful.
Number 11, Holden Hobbs. So that makes the score 31-11, a 20-point lead for the Lightning as they're all over Moffitt. Yep, so they're going to get the call on number 2. That wasn't Moffitt, I'm sorry, that was Cortez Ruffin. Just kind of grabbed Walker, Hudson Walker right there. Can't do that. They blow the whistle, Natalie, when you do that. All right, so Eli Black to inbounds to Mason Phillips. Little Euro step, up and over. And it's going to be out, I believe, on Restoration. So Eli Black to inbounds the ball. Nope. Restoration's ball, I'm sorry. I think Eli was just trying to fool him right there. Just try to trick the ref to give him the ball.
I think one thing that's definitely helping Evangel is just the amount of quick subs we're doing.
Oh, yeah. Bugner with the rebound.
And then it also doesn't seem to matter who they're subbing. They're still just working very well together.
Oh, yeah. So great hard drive. Mason Phillips draws the foul by number 2. That's Cortez Ruffin. He may be getting in some foul trouble. Yeah, they're going to, I don't know if they're subbing him out, but definitely talking to him. So before this game, Phillips has not been to the line, so let's see what he does tonight. Drains the first one. So we'll take that stat, 1 of 1, 100%. As Bugner takes a break, and in comes Cosper and number 14, Micah Jones. Number 4, Jaden Moffitt, and number 25, Cole Spites, getting a breather for Restoration. As Mason Phillips drains his second one. And he's going to be replaced by number 23. That's Stone Henderson, the senior. Again, this is just the depth of our bench right here. Working hard. Max Watson in there in the paint, playing very aggressive. As they're looking to make a move, there's really nothing there. And that may be off Fuller's foot. Nope, that's off of Lightning. So looking to inbound. Restoration Academy trying to get inside to the big man, number 32, Walto, as he's now at the top of the key. Max Watson all over him. Fuller trying to make something happen. Our defense just everywhere. Reagan Cosper on him like glue. Little sidestep. Fuller comes in for the rebound. The call is on number 5, Reagan Cosper. I think it was a floor foul. Nope, it is a shooting foul. So that's number 2, Cortez Ruffin at the line. So again, great crowd all night tonight for all the games. As Ruffin makes a three-point play with that free throw right there. So the score now, Restoration Academy 14, your Evangel Lightning 33. Just under 4 minutes left in this third period. Gets it over to Eli Black, tries to get under the paint to Max Watson. Oh, in and out of the basket. They're saying there was a foul on the floor. I'm not sure who it was on. Goaltending? We goaltended on ourselves? So it was goaltending. Max's shot does count. Thank you, Coach Welch, who's up here to keep me in line. Good defense by Max. This Restoration's just, they're trying to play with a sense of urgency, which I understand. We're all over them. Our defense is just super quick. There's a short three-point attempt. Oh, tries to get up to Watson. Watson wasn't ready. Good save, though.
It just seems wherever the ball gets thrown, there's a swarm of jerseys.
Yes.
Evangel is definitely doing a great job of moving to the ball.
Yeah, I think Watson threw his hip out there, tried to draw the foul. But that should be on the floor, yeah. It's going to be inbounds. That's number 22, Ian Fuller, inbounding for Restoration. So hand right in his face, short three-point attempt. As number 23, Stone Henderson gets the rebound. Gets it over to Cosper to bring it up the court, over to Bugner. Watson taking the deep three, drains it for way downtown. Max Watson, reminiscent of the three-point shot at the state championship that sent us over 100 back in 2025. Well, I guess we're still in 2025. Great job getting in there. Stone Henderson drawing a jump ball.
May I say I'm impressed that you remembered that specific shot.
Well, it took us over 100, and he was in the corner, but from our vantage point, it was the left side corner where he took it. So it was just, I think I lost my voice. You can go back and watch that game. It's still on the YouTube website. Make sure you go check that out.
I'm just thinking about a selective memory.
Oh.
You can remember that, but not what's on the grocery list.
You know what? I resemble that remark. Great hustle by number 4, Noah Chappell. I think he drew a foul. Yep, he draws a foul. Well, the next time I make a three-point shot at the grocery store while I'm picking up some noodles, I will remember it. All right, so at the line, number 2, that is Cortez Ruffin. And off the back of the rim, and drains his second one. Bugner gets it into Cranford. Cranford gets it up to Jones. Back to Cranford, back to Jones. Deep three, misses to the right. And a good block out right there by Ian Filler to prevent Cranford from getting that rebound. So we are under 2 minutes in this third period. Your Evangel Lightning 38, Restoration Academy 15. Cranford all over him, great defense. And Bugner, I think they're gonna call a jump ball. Yeah, great job by Simeon Bugner to draw the jump ball. So that's gonna be Evangel Lightning ball. Just a great hustle by really just the entire Evangel team. So that's Noah Chappell bringing it up. Stone Henderson over to Bugner. Micah Jones takes it to the lane. Deep three and drains it as Noah Chappell way downtown. Chappell trying to get in there for the steal. I think it's going to be a shooting foul on number 20. Let's see who they call it on. Looks like 23. And that's going to be Stone Henderson as Ian Fuller goes to the line for Restoration Academy. You may can hear through my microphone, but it sounds like there's a quacking or a rubber ducky down in the fan section. It kind of made me chuckle. But Fuller makes his first shot, not affected by the ducks.
I think it is a duck call by one of the guys in the student section.
Is it that season? I'm not a hunter. Is it duck season?
No, it's deer season.
Okay. So
but according to Elmer Fudd, though.
Oh, yeah. And he sinks the second one, so that takes Restoration Academy to 17. And trying to get it to Cranford. Cranford comes up with it. Drives the baseline. It's blocked. Cranford trying to go back up strong. And drains it for not an easy two-point shot. We're under a minute here. And like you said, Natalie, just a swarm of lightning wherever the ball goes.
Yeah, there just is a wall.
And we're gonna, yeah, he stepped out of bounds right there. So that's gonna be Restoration ball with right at 30 seconds left. Zach Bent back in the game for Restoration. He's gonna give Fuller a breather. We get it to Cortez Ruffin as he's wide open for a three off the front of the rim. Cranford with the rebound, is gonna get it up floor, but it's stolen. Just right place, right time, right there for number 3, Brooks Glisson. So we slip past. And great jump shot right there. As we're trying to get the ball up court. Bugner trying to do something. He's got to shoot it now. And just didn't have awareness of the clock. But at the end of 3 quarters, your Evangel Lightning 43, Restoration Academy 19. And we're going to take a quick break and be right back. You're watching Evangel Lightning football.
Are you wanting to buy or sell recreational land or a farm? Call William O'Neill with Base Camp Country Real Estate at 205-470-7812 or email william.o'neill@basecampcountry.com. Base Camp Country Real Estate. It's more than dirt, it's a lifestyle.
All right, so we're coming out of this third period break. Intense conversation took place during that break. Natalie was discussing the great Looney Tune cartoon where Elmer Fudd and Bugs Bunny going back and forth. Duck season is rabbit season, and she did the voice. It was quite impressive, I'll give you that. And she started to say it was the best cartoon ever, but she was saying it was the best Looney Tune, and my statement was Phineas and Ferb is the best cartoon ever. So if you're online watching, you have a little bit of time, comment on your favorite cartoon. I would recommend Phineas and Ferb. It would make me smile. But if you like Looney Tunes, that's fine. We can always delete your comment. All right, so to start this fourth period, your Evangel Lightning 43, Restoration 19. They start out with the ball. Evangel still in kind of the man zone defense, I'm going to call it. He's wide open in the corner. Nice shot by number 12. He drained it. That was Austin Mitchell, a senior. So a little life being sparked for Restoration Academy right here. But it's still a 21-point ball game. Again, wide open as he's going to drive the lane. Does a finger roll, does not go in. Luke Sparks with the rebound. Ben Bugner at the top of the key. Luke Sparks was wide open down in the lane. As Cosper gets it down to Hudson Walker. Hudson Walker spins away. Left-handed layup for number 42. Brings the score. Lightning 45, Restoration Academy 22. Oh, the lane wide open, but we close down on it immediately. Bugner with the rebound. He's going to bring it up the court himself. Gets it over to Walker. Great hands. Another left-handed shot. Drains the ball on the foul. Three-point attempt for Hudson Walker. Great eyes for Ben Bugner to see him down there. I think he got a lesson from Eli Black before that play. So just under 7 minutes left in this ball game. Your Evangel Lightning 47, Restoration Academy 22. Number 35 in the game, that's Malik Price, giving Ian Fuller a break. And he gets his own rebound, chance for a 4-point play. He tries to dish it off, and it was blocked by number 35, Malik Price, but it also went out of bounds, so it was a Evangel ball. Mason Phillips wide open. Bugner with the nice jump shot. 49-22, the Lightning on top. Phillips and Walker all over Ruffin. Like a blocking foul on Luke Sparks, the senior, number 21. Luke Sparks at the top of the key, Garden. Bugner almost with the steal. It did go off his hand, so it will be Restoration ball.
Well, once again, it's an example of disrupting that play.
All right, little 2-on-2 basketball right there. Great job by Sparks coming in to block that play, and it was off of Bugner. So the inbounds will be to Restoration Academy. Hudson Walker with a great steal off the inbound, trying to go to the lane hard, rolls it in. Little 180 layup for number 42, Hudson Walker. And they get it down to the lane number 4, that's Jaden Moffitt. Great turnaround jump shot. And Reagan Cosper's got some room, slips. Lots of lightning falling down, but then they just throw it away. So a little bit of break in the action. Nope. Ref's going to slow it down.
Yeah. Has Hudson Walker scored all the last 3 baskets?
It's possible. You're my statistician. I hate I lost you to the camera. But you're smart. You got a big brain in there. You can.
The viewers are probably sad that you lost me to the camera. I'm not the best of the availables.
Oh, you're doing great. You're doing great. All right, so Mason Phillips trying to make something. He's being double teamed. He's got to get some help from the Lightning. Yeah, I think he was just too far away to get a good pass off. Ian Fuller gets it over to Ruffin. Ruffin drains the 3. That takes the score. Restoration Academy 27, Evangel Lightning 51. Luke Sparks with some great ball handling. Bugner at the top of the key, just off the rim. Reagan Cosper with the rebound. Gets over to Sparks for a deep 3. Hudson Walker with the rebound. Nope, slips out of his hands. And that ball's just all over the place. They get it out to number 3, that's Brooks Glisson. Off the back of the rim, Reagan Cosper comes down with the rebound. Guarded immediately by number 11, that's Zach Bent. Gets it up to Bugner. Bugner, tries to get it to Mason Phillips down in the lane. We need to get back on defense. Ian Fuller drives to the basket. And Reagan Cosper, my man, Cosper Candy, draws the foul. Turnover. Lightning ball. And getting ready to check in is the entire bench for the Lightning. All right, so we got Max Watson, Cruz Romano, Eli Black, number 3, Anderson Drew, I believe, in for the first time for the game. Number 24, E.J. Aiken. All right, Anderson Drew with the ball, gets it up to E.J. E.J. gets it down to Watson, swings it over to Eli. Great ball movement so far. Drew at the top of the key, slows it down, gives it back to Eli Black. EJ looked to shoot, passes it back to the lane. A lot of great ball movement so far. Eli Black to Watson. I think there's a slippery spot. I've seen a lot of guys slipping right there around the top of the key on that left side. Great pass by Eli Black down to number 24. That's E.J. Aiken. All right, so deep 3 as Cruz Romano comes up with the rebound just over the head of E.J. Aiken. Number 12 in the game for them, that's senior Austin Mitchell. He's got 13 points on the season. Under 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this ball game. Trying to do some picking play just to open up Cortez. Max Watson with a great rebound. Gets it out to Eli Black. Down to Drew. Drew steps back for a 3. Way downtown. That's number 3 sophomore Anderson Drew, new to the program. Welcome to Evangel. Great job by just, again, disrupting those plays that Restoration tries to have. Cortez again, great rebound, 2 rebounds in a row for Cruz Romano. Eli Black gets it downfield. Nice jump shot by Max Watson, a little over the rim. Oh, and a hard hit. Obviously just over momentum, took both those guys down. They're okay. And again, just I think part of the strategy, big sub out again for the Lightning. Great job for Anderson Drew coming in, getting a big 3-point shot. As Caleb Cranford tries to get the ball in to Noah Chappell. But Restoration Academy doing their own disruption. As number 33, Simeon Bugner, is in the ball game. Holden Hobbs over here to our left. Great pass. We get it down to Hobbs just over his fingertips, and it goes out of bounds, so Restoration ball. No, they got to get the ball back to the ref, yeah. Watson in for number 12, Caleb Cranford. Noah Chappell all over him. Deep shot by number 23. He tries to bank it in. That was Matthew Spam as they recover the ball again. Another deep three. Simeon Bugner tries to save the ball, throws it right back out of bounds. So 1:43 remaining in this ball game. Cranford back in, Watson out. Holden Hobbs came out. I didn't see who came in for Holden.
At least one thing that is easy to remember is Max Watson's number, because thankfully he has the same jersey number for football and for basketball, so we don't have to try to remember something different for him.
That's right. That's right.
Because there are a few of the other guys that have moved on to basketball from football have completely.
Eli's number 9 in football and 30 here, and Cruz Romano is 12 in football and
45.
45. Get
So
the highest number. We talked about that. That may be a trivia question later on in the year.
Correct.
Pay attention. Simeon Bugner all over his guy, Cranford, right there, giving them nothing. Great drive to the hole, just in and out of the basket as Micah Jones comes down with the ball. Trying to drive it to the lane, stays on his feet, pops it back out. Deep three! Noah Chappell way downtown. Nice drive to the basket. Good bucket right there for number 3, junior Brooks Glisson. As we're under a minute, Evangel Lightning 59, Restoration Academy 29. Should be an easy layup. Brooks Glisson again with 2 more points. And giving credit to Restoration Academy, they're still playing very hard-nosed basketball. Noah Chappell drives to the hole. Might be a shooting foul here. All right, so Noah Chappell, no free throw attempts before tonight's game. A chance to go up by 30. And nothing but net right there for the young man. And just off the side of the rim. And that's going to be out of bounds on the Lightning. 25 seconds remain in this ball game. And Restoration probably just going to let the clock go out at this point. No need for an injury or anything, trying to drive it to the hole really hard. The clock winds down. Players already shaking hands. And that is your ball game, folks. Your Evangel Lightning over Restoration Academy, 60-31. Big stat of the night. Restoration Academy have been averaging 70 points of offense a game. Our defense held them to 31 points. I hope this is a sign of kind of the rest of the year, just how great our defense was. In the stat last year, we averaged 60 points per game. Natalie, how many points did we score tonight?
60.
60. So good things to come for the Evangel Lightning. Congratulations on the first home win for Coach Chip Bugner and all of the Evangel Lightning team. We will be back Thursday night, and I didn't print out the schedule, so I can't remember who we're playing, but we will get the link up on for you guys to watch that game. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to our sponsors who allow us to bring this game to you and all of our home games as we move forward. For our skeleton crew here, I am Matt Holmes. Producing and running the stream is Libby Windsor. Color commentating and on the camera, one Natalie Holmes. We are out of time. We thank you for yours. Have a great night. Strike Lightning.